Hello, everyone. I think we have everyone from the waiting room in the session. So welcome to our session, Health Literacy Solution Center, a networking session. My name is Diana Pena Gonzalez, and I am the Health Education Specialist at the Institute for Healthcare Advancement. Our session today is going to be about, for those, or it's dedicated to those that want to connect with other people in the health literacy community. Next slide, please. So before we get started with our networking activity on speed networking, Scarlett is going to show you a couple of ways that you can continue to network after the conference is over with other people in the health literacy community. And that's by joining the Solution Center, and she's going to show you a couple of free resources that you could use at the center, and then membership is also free for the center. So you can join up and find those resources. And I'll turn it over to Scarlett.
Thank you, Diana. Hi, everyone. My name is Scarlett Juarez, and I am the Community Manager for the Health Literacy Solution Center. So as Diana said, I am going to show you 4 ways to connect on the Health Literacy Solution Center. This website was redesigned this year, so we have a lot of new features, and specifically today in this session, I want to show you the 4 ways that you could make connections with other health literacy professionals. With that, let me go ahead and take you over to the site. Okay, so the first thing that I want to show you on the Health Literacy Solution Center is how to connect on the main IHA community. The main IHA community is where you could connect with the whole health literacy community. So pretty much when you become a member of our Solution Center, you by default are joined into this community. And some great ways of connecting or connecting with others in this community is by going to this tab on the discussion. And I'm trying to click it here, sorry. My connectivity is pretty slow. Okay, there we go. So here is the discussion list, and what our members do here is if they have a question or if they want to share a resource, they post it. And as you could see up on this tab, there's 11,000 members that are part of this community. So anything that you share goes out to all those members, and anything that gets shared by them, you will receive. So it's a great way to ask questions, share resources, and connect. Any of the resources that get shared in this discussion list get stored automatically in this library. So if you click on the library tab here, your resource will automatically be uploaded, and you could also download any other resources that were submitted. So this is the first way where you could connect with others. And a way to get to the health literacy main community is by going to the Connect tab here on the navigation and clicking main IHA community. So that's how you get to the main IHA community. From there, I want to show you how to get to the member directory. So now let's say that you want to search for other members. This is a great way where you could connect. You go to the member directory, and for this, I'm going to use my colleague Diana as an example. So Diana Gonzalez. You put their first name, their last name. You don't have to fill out all the fields, just like basic information that you know of someone else that you're looking to find. You put search, and voila, here's Diana Gonzalez. If you want to send her a direct message, you could click on this button and it will send her a message directly. Now, if you're interested in learning more about that person, you could definitely click here and it will take you directly to their profile where you could see their bio and any other information that they shared. And if you're a member of this community, I highly encourage you that you fill out your profile, because anything that you put in that profile gets populated in the member directory and will show up here. So the more information that you put, it's better for other members that are looking for experts or for other networking opportunities. You'll be able to show your expertise, and also including a picture. It's really nice to have, you know, a face and people could recognize you. Yeah, so that's the member directory that we have. Is very, it's a very cool tool to have. In addition to that, talking about the profile, it's My Connections on your profile. So in order to get to your profile, you go up here to the right-hand corner of the home page. In this arrow, drop down, you click on Profile. Once you get to your profile page, there's going to be a My Connections tab. If you click on that My Connections tab, you could scroll down to Contacts. And here you could see other contacts. The platform automatically generates people you may know, depending on what you filled out in your profile. So if you want to request a contact, you could definitely do that. And then from there, send a direct message. Here's another shortcut of the member directory. So if you click on Search Directory, it will take you to the member directory that I just showed you. If you click again on My Connections and go to Networks, when you fill out your basic demographic information in creating an account for the Health Literacy Solution Center, it asks you basic questions, and depending on the responses you give, this section here gets generated. Like, for example, how did you hear about the community? I heard it through the IHA main conference. So others that also answer that response are included here. So if you want to connect with others that are part of your job, that are part of your occupation, the same school that you went to, that live in your same state, you could definitely click on it and you could see contacts that are part of that network, which is great. And then it's a good way to make connections. Okay, and another thing that I also wanted to show you guys is following. So this is a great way when you follow content, like in the discussion list that I showed you in the main IHA community at the beginning. There was a different post, and let me go back to actually show you how it looks and how to follow, because any content that you start following, then it stores here. And instead of you going back and looking for that content again, you could just go back to this page, and any updates, any responses that were given from that main discussion post, you could just follow it here. So let's say this question was posted yesterday, and I'm interested in hearing what others' aha moment was about, that we're interested in health literacy. So in this section, I would go ahead and put follow here. And then I would go back to my profile, My Connections, following, and the system will automatically place it in there. So whenever I just want to go back in and check that specific discussion post and see what other people responded, I could just click on it, and then voila, I'm back to it. And then I could see everyone's response and I could follow it. As a good way to convenient way for us to keep connected and following content here. Another thing, the last thing that I wanted to show you guys is a new feature that we have, which is the job and internship board. This one lives here under Connect as well. You click job and internship board, and it's a great way to find or post a job. Please note that IHA does not screen employers or jobs, but it's exclusive to our Health Literacy Solution members. If you have an account, then you have access to this page and you have access to post a job using this WUFU. It's a very brief WUFU form. Once we approve it, it takes like 2 to 3 business days. Then we post it. It gets posted and it appears on this left-hand side. And the job postings remain here for 60 days unless stated otherwise. And other members could come in here, see the post, and apply. So it's a great way to connect with employers and applicants. So feel free to use this. It's open to you guys as Health Literacy Solution Center members. And now let's say that you came to this session and you're not a Health Literacy Solution Center member yet. we have provided some documents. It should be accessible on our session on the conference website that has instructions of how to become a health literacy solution member. It's free. And with that, let me go back to our slides so we could start our speed networking session. Yeah, so let me just wrap up what we went over today. We went over the main IHA community, the member directory, the My Connections, and the new job and internship board. And, sorry about that. There we go. All right, now I turn it over to you, Diana.
All right, thanks. So we're going to start the our networking activity. Before we get started, though, I do want to let you know that if you liked this activity and you wanted to attend another event like this, we're going to have one next month. So be on the lookout on the discussion list, on the main discussion list. We'll post it there about more details, when it is, how you could join, and we're partnering with the Texas Health Literacy folks to put that on. If you have any questions, please feel free to pop it into the chat. We'll be continuously looking there for questions. Today, if today's your first time doing a networking chat or a networking, a Zoom speed networking, don't worry, you're kind of, we're all trying this together. We've done this a couple of times, so we have some experience, but at the same time, we are all very learning, and Zoom is always coming up with new technology, so we're trying to keep up, make sure it's interactive as well. We did have a question about the Solution Center that came in. I'm exploring communities and discussions. Is there a way to search these? It's a question for you, Eve. I just wanted to make sure we answered the questions about the Solution Center before we jump into this networking session.
Yes, definitely. So we do have a community portal. And if you don't mind me, actually, I'm going to place my email just because of time. But yeah, we do have a community portal where you could explore other communities that we have. And then in regards to discussions, there's a search bar that if you're, let's say, if you're searching for a topic in diabetes, it will pull up discussions that had that key term in it. But I will put my email and you could reach out to me and I could show you how to go about that just because of time. Thanks, Deborah. That's a good question.
All right, so how the speed networking will work then for today is we're going to place you guys in breakout rooms with one other person. So you'll be in a virtual room with one other person and you'll have 5 minutes to chat. Some questions you can ask one another is where do you work and what do you do there? Why did you decide to attend this conference? What do you hope to learn? And what interests you about health literacy? Or another juicy question is that one that Julie McKinney posted on the main discussion list is what was your aha moment or what brought you into health literacy? That one always seems to bring up really inspirational stories too. So those are some options, but feel free to use whatever question works best for you in the chat. I mean, yeah, in your little chat session. Some other things I wanted to point out is that we'll have a 60-second timer that pops up when you have 60 seconds left, but the 5 minutes goes by really fast. So just be mindful of the time and make sure that you both have time to exchange responses to whatever questions you have for each other. We're going to hope to do 3 rounds. I have a little post-it note here with some fast facts I want to make sure I tell you. So we're going to hope to do 3 rounds. If we can squeeze in 4, we will, but we're hoping to get to at least 3 rounds. Another thing I wanted to just like some pro tips is make sure that you're in your Zoom, your name is written. So that way, when you jump into the Zoom session, your name's already like your name tag. Hi, my name is, and so make sure your full name is written there so the other participant that's in your room with you knows your name. And then also when you join that Zoom room, jot down their name really quick because like I said, those 5 minutes go by really fast. So if you jot down their name, then you can search for them on the Solution Center, see if they have a member profile. You can find them maybe on LinkedIn, or maybe you could use some of your internet stalking skills and Google them and maybe find them like in their organization. however you find them, but I think that writing down their name as soon as you join that virtual session will be good, because you never know if you hit it off and then you don't exchange your contact information. It'd be like a missed opportunity. So yes, so I think we'll get started. I do want to say we do have ASL interpreters. So if you can raise your hand if you would like to have some ASL interpreting in your Zoom room. And Mario's our tech guy who's on the call with us. So this will be our first time doing a Zoom speed networking with ASL interpreters. So I just want to check with Mario. Can you see those, or is there any hand raised?
Nope, no hands raised.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
So so I think we're ready to do the Zoom breakout
Okay.
session.
Okay, so I'm looking at 12 rooms here. And here we go.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the main room. Most of you are probably muted, which is okay. We're going to go ahead and get you guys into the second round of speed networking. So just give us a couple of seconds here, and we're going to put you guys back in breakout rooms with someone else. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the main room. We're going to go ahead and do another round. If for any reason, as we break you out into rooms and you're alone in one room, just give us some time. Our IT in the back end is working on making sure that everyone at least has another partner. So if you could just stay in that room, and if not, you could send us a chat message saying that you're having issues, that there's no one there, and we'll definitely get to you. But just bear with us as we're figuring things out in the back end, but we're trying our best for you to have a partner. So we're going to go ahead and recreate another round. Thank you. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I really hope you enjoyed that last round of speed networking. I'm pretty sure it went pretty quick, right? That's why it's speed networking. All right. Well, before we end today's session, I wanted to share a poll, and we would really appreciate if you could respond. Any feedback that we get can help us improve future networking events. So I'll give you guys a minute or so to fill out. It's going to be 2 questions, and I'll go ahead and launch it now. Okay. Thank you.
All right. I think we could close it out. We're up at time.
Okay, perfect. Yes, I think we have 90% who responded. I'll end the poll. And perfect. We got for the first question, late afternoon and health literacy topic specific. So definitely we'll keep those in mind when we're developing and planning future networking events. Thank you so much for the feedback.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining our session today. Hopefully we'll see you in November for our next speed networking event, or see you on the Solution Center for some discussion chats and so forth. And enjoy the rest of the conference, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thanks for joining.